Hi. Okay, today we're going to take this, excuse me, sorry about that. Today we're going to take this 2012 Jaguar XK 5 litre Portfolio coupe for a spin. Just came into us in part exchange 2 or 3 days ago. I've done about 50 miles on it, absolutely fantastic. Showing just under 32,000 miles and drives absolutely perfectly in every respect. The weather here is awful today. It's not really ideal weather for trying out a rear-wheel drive 5 litre V8 performance car, but we'll take it for a spin anyway. This one's got keyless entry and keyless go on it. Fire it up. There we go. All the warning lights come on and go out as they should. At the minute, the when you first start it up, required, it was only serviced, I think, even less than 1,000 miles ago from memory, from the history, but that was just over a year ago. So it is showing, say the service indicator does say service required, but on time rather than on mileage, because it's done virtually no mileage since it was last serviced. So yeah, showing just under 32,000 miles and absolutely lovely in every respect. I think we'll turn the heat up a bit actually, because I'm very, very wet, and otherwise it will mist up a little bit because I'm soaking. Right, into D, off we go. No signs of any misfiring, hesitancy or overheating. It does everything it should do. Sounds beautiful, rides beautifully. Really want the camera to swing round a bit. It's supposed to be tracking the steering wheel, but clearly it isn't. See if we can move that a bit. There we go. You don't really need to see me, you just want to see a bit more the car really. Total spec on these 5 litre portfolios. You've got electric steering column, obviously sat nav, full climate control and everything. It's got the lot, and you might be able to hear a sort of a slight noise. We've got an awful lot of standing water here today, and that's just the water being thrown up inside the footwells. Not the footwells, in the wheel wells. No leaks inside. This person seems to be coming down the middle of the road. Absolutely creamy, smooth V8. Just so much get up and go. I really like these. They're aluminium, and so they're much, much lighter than the old XK. They handle beautifully, they ride beautifully. Just a cracking machine all round. I'm not going to put it into sports mode or dynamic mode. The conditions don't really allow for it, but I have had it in both modes, and it really does liven it up a lot. Yeah, the conditions are abysmal. I think it's going to be a few days before we can get it properly photographed and videoed outside, because it's just so foul. We're trundling along at steady 70 now. Absolutely fantastic. Nothing negative to report whatsoever. It does everything that it's supposed to do. So much standing water here today. As I say, the car isn't making any sinister noises whatsoever. If you can't hear anything, it's either, say, where the water's been being thrown up inside the wheel wells, or the camera mount may be rattling slightly, but the Jag itself is just powering along. Right, I think we'll turn around here. Accelerates beautifully. Straight up to 70 miles an hour. Absolutely fantastic. And as I'll stress again, in terms of the way it drives, absolutely glitch free it would appear. I think you've got, say, sat-nav, climate control, DAB stereo, Bluetooth connectivity, cruise control. Much else that it's got a heated steering wheel? I don't think it has. That's one thing it's missing. But no, really enjoyable to drive. Really, brakes work well. Having had an XKR in the past, the XKR is marginally quicker, especially in 0 to 60, but not really so as you'd notice. And to my mind, these are perhaps a better bet because you haven't got the supercharger. The fuel economy is a bit better. They ride a bit nicer, in my opinion, than the XKR. And you haven't got the expense of those giant Brembo brakes. These brakes, as we just found there, stop it perfectly happily. But each to their own. But having driven an XKR and then this, I would say probably a better bet, one of these. You've really got to have the R model. Got to take it slowly down here because this vehicle's coming the other way. I love the sound of the V8. It is gorgeous. Said, I don't know why you buy an Aston Martin when you can have one of these. Again, that's my personal view. So, in terms of its driving, nothing adverse to report whatsoever. It does everything it should. Tracks perfectly. Yeah, everything works, does what it did when it left the factory in 2012. Nice to find a low mileage one as well, like this. So, keep getting this camera on. There we have it. My name's Simon. You can reach me in the office on 0118 907 1495, or you can go to our website, which is www.moto-drome.com for more information. End.